Hi, welcome back to an episode of the Book Club in the Board. The Book Club, yeah! And today, guys, we have an extremely special episode. Today, guys, we have episode number 377. And I got this demon behind me. And no, guys, we got all the links to the demon, the book, to everything in the description below. And today's special episode, first of all, because I start to get back to the podcast. But you see, I changed the, how you call it? The font of the writing, and I can tell you it's called Gabriel Light Ribbon FG. You can find it on Google, just search for it and you can get it. Anyway, guys, we got this demon and we are getting really close to the end of the book. So let's just dive right into the book. So without any more introduction, let's just dive right into the book. So Influence, the Psychology of Persuasion by Robert B. Cialdini, read by the one and only the mindset, your boy, aka page 208, 209. Let's go. There is a noticeable parallel between the ways that commercial fishermen and department stores generate a competitive fury in those they wish to hook. To attract and arouse the catch, fishermen capture some loose bait called chum. For similar reasons, department stores holding a bargain sale throws out a few especially good deals on prominently advertised items called loose leaders. If the bait of either forms has done its job, a large and eager crowd forms to snap it up. So in the rush to score, the group becomes agitated, nearly blinded by the adversarial nature of the situation. Humans and fish alike lose perspective on what they want and begin striking at whatever is being contested. One wonders whether the tuna flopping on a dry deck with only a bare hook in its mouth shares the what it me wonderment of the shopper arriving home with only a load of department store bilge. Lest we believe that the competition for limited resources favor occurs only in such unsophisticated forms of life as tuna and bargaining basement shoppers. We should examine the story behind a remarkable purchase decision made in 1973 by Barry Diller, who was then vice president for primetime programming at the American Broadcasting Company, ABC. ABC, American Broadcasting Company, yeah, name. But who has since been labeled the Miracle Mogul by Times Magazine in reference to his remarkable successes as head of Paramount Pictures and the Fox Television Network. He agreed to pay $3.3 million for a single television showing of the movie, The Poseidon Adventure. The figure is not worthy in that it greatly exceeded the highest price ever previously paid for a one-time movie showing, $2 million for a pattern. In fact, the payment was so excessive that ABC figured to last $1 million on the Poseidon showing. As NBC vice president for special programs, Bill Stroke declared at the time, there is no way they can get their money back. No way at all. How could an astute and experienced businessman like Diller go for a deal that would produce an expected loss of $1 million? The answer may lie in a second noteworthy aspect of the sale. It was the first time that a motion picture had been offered to the networks in an open bid auction. Never before the three major commercial networks been forced to battle for a scarce resource in quite this way. The novel idea of a competitive execution was a brainchild of the movie's flamboyant showman producer Irvin Eden, and in the 20th century Fox vice president William Self, who must have been ecstatic about the outcome. But how can we be sure that it was the execution format that generated the spectacular sales price rather than the blockbuster quality of the movie itself? Some comments from the execution participants provide impressive evidence. First came a statement from the victim, Barry Diller, intended to set future policy for his network. In language sounding as if it could have escaped only from between clenched teeth, he said, ABC has decided regarding its policy for the future that it would never again enter into an accusation situation. Even more instructive are the remarks of Diller's rival, Robert Wood, the president of CBS television, who nearly lost his head and outbid his competitor and outbid his competitors at ABC and NBC. We were very rational at the start. We priced the movie out in terms of what it could bring in for us, then allowed a certain value on top of that for exploitation. But then the bidding started. ABC opened with 2 million. Damn. I came back with 2.4. ABC went to 2.8. And the favor of the thing cut us. Like a guy who had lost his mind, I kept bidding. Finally, I went to 3.2. And there came a moment when I said to myself, good grief. If I get it, what the heck am I going to do with it? When ABC finally topped me, my main feeling was relief. It was very educational. According to interviewer Bob McKenzie, when Wood made his, it's been a very educational statement. He was smiling. We can be sure that when ABC's dealer made his never again announcement, he was not. Both men had clearly learned something from the great Persuasion execution. But for one, there had been a $1 million tuition charge. Fortunately, there is a valuable but drastically less expensive lesson here for us too. It is instructive to know that the smiling man was the one who had lost the highly sought after prize. As a general rule, whenever the dust settles and we find losers looking and speaking like winners, and vice versa, we should be especially very W-A-R-Y, of the conditions that kicked up the dust. In the present case, open competition for a scarce resource. As the TV executives now know, extreme caution is advised whenever we encounter the devilish construction of scarcity plus rivalry. You guys, guess what? This is the end of the episode. So guys, thank you very much for joining me. I'm going to choose you to invest on top of me. Tell me down in the comment section below what you think about the new font. I love it. And until tomorrow, have a great day. Take care of yourself, and as always, have a great time. Bye.